All right. What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT. That's Real Men Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man. I got my boy EIG in the building.
What up? What's good? What's happening?
Yeah, and on today's show, I want to bring y'all into this conversation, man. Bring y'all to the barbershop,
Let's go.
around the barbecue grill, man. Bring
Let's
y'all to
go.
this deep conversation, man. Let y'all know what it is, and how it gonna go down.
Talk about it, man. Talk
Yes,
about it.
sir. So on today's show, man, before we even get started, I want to give a big shout out, man. A big shout out to my pops. Today is his birthday. He no longer with us, but man, because of that, man, I'm able to be the man that I am today. And the
Shout out.
relationship that I have with God, I'm able to have that because of him. And man, I'm
Shout out
so
to
grateful
Pops.
to have that man in my life. And I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for him. So, man, blessings to all the fathers out there that's
Yes,
doing your
sir.
thing. And I had an excellent example. So, man, I appreciate you, Pops, man. No shout out to you, man. RIP to you, man. I love you, man.
RP.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna start off like that. And man, on today,
Okay.
ooh wee,
Okay. I feel it.
man,
I
I
feel it.
gotta
What?
I gotta adjust the mic for this on today, man.
Man, where my towel at, man? I feel like
Man,
you finna drop something on me, man.
man. Listen, man. Oh man, I know. Man, give us the title today, EI. Give us the title
Well,
today, man.
hey, the title of the day. Welcome all the listeners, by the way. I don't want to
Yes,
be
sir.
rude. Welcome. But the title today is the most important thing.
Most important thing.
The most
Yes,
important thing.
sir.
And
The
and
most important.
and I will defer. I will hand it off to you to break us on in here, man. You know what I mean? And give your perspective on this, man. The most important thing.
Man, the
And what
most important thing. Oh, my bad. My bad. Go ahead, man.
no, I'm just saying, because the listeners hear that title and it's like, hey, the most important thing. And
Mm-hmm.
then you're like, okay, about what? So I was just
Mm-hmm.
leading into, hey, in what perspective or
Mm-hmm.
in what conversation today are we talking about, at least from your perspective, on the most important thing?
Okay. So, man, just starting off, one of the most important things that you can have just in your life, most important thing that you can have just within yourself, one of the most important things that you can have are number one is relationships. That's one of the most important things that you can have
No
in this
doubt.
life is relationships. And a lot of people be like, relationships, I don't need nobody. I know,
Mm.
man, it's a prophet, man, that goes by the name of Player Fly. He got a
That,
song that goes by, nobody
well,
needs nobody.
nobody.
All I need is me and my dogs and forget the rest of y'all. And so to
Well,
me, I don't think you can get in that place without having those relationships. You can't get to certain areas without having those relationships. Now, one of the most important relationships to me is my relationship with God. That's one of my most important relationships. And that relationships open up to other things. But
right.
here on the world, when we live in what we living in right now,
Mm-hmm.
the relationships that you have between the people that you connect with, the people that you work with, your spouse, your friends, your family, those relationships are the most important relationship because they'll start to, whether you know it or not, they'll start to frame who you are because
Mm.
you'll be picking up bits and pieces of different people when you're around them. So when
Mm.
you're around certain environments, you pick up off those environments even when you're not trying to. Say
Right.
evil communication corrupt good manners. If somebody
Yeah.
around somebody doing dirt, they eventually start to do dirt,
Yeah.
you know. And so what I'm saying is like the 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 most important about those relationships is like how you want to how you gonna put each one of those in a category of how I'm gonna spend time, how much I'm gonna give to this one, how much I'm gonna give to that one. That's when it started getting important. And so, man, since I'm kind of open that thing up, man,
Yeah.
yeah, I come in and I want you to give your perspective on, what you think about this subject that we're talking about today, man.
Man, it's definitely a good one because it can go so many ways
Mm-hmm.
and so many examples of where we were keying in on relationships. You know, a lot of people are of the mindset that, hey, yo, I don't need nobody, and you don't need. I would say you don't necessarily need, but
Uh-huh.
the average person, if you hear and you were raised up in this culture, you grew up in relationships, and that started with family. You know what I mean? You started at the house, relationships there between siblings, between
Right.
the parents and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to learn to manage emotions in dealing with these relationships. And so since we're going to deal with people, we have to figure out, well, what's the most important thing in having a relationship? What's the most important thing? Is it making that person happy? Is it looking good in their eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, what could it be? What could the most important thing be about relationships? And to me, I feel like the most important thing in relationships is to know yourself to the max.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like to know myself is to know God, and that's not to say that uh, for those that would feel that's blaspheme. Hey, I apologize.
Right.
I don't mean it in any kind of disrespect.
Right. Right.
But we got to look at this thing, man. If I'm not tending to me, if I'm not growing, if I'm not expanding, I'll
Mm-hmm.
sabotage every relationship.
Yep. Yep.
And a lot of times relationships like man, woman, or however it is, but just a loving relationship or a significant other, we got that other person there and we run off a good person.
Mm.
We run them off and then wish and hope for
Oh.
this
Oh.
better like relationships. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? We
Ooh.
and we want the better relationship, but we don't want to dealing with us ain't a priority. And
Right.
that has to be, because to be the best me, I can be the best me to whomever else. And I'm
Right.
no different, and we're no different than
Damn.
our neighbor or our friend. So that
Mm-hmm.
person, just like God is in me, God is in them, God created them.
Yep.
And to have that relationship, that's seeing God in work. And that's why it's important to
Mm-hmm.
know ourselves in dealing with relationships. But
Yep.
when you said prioritizing time, the kind of time we give things, that's huge, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we can say what the most important thing is, and that comes down to, okay, what can I invest in it? How
Yep.
much time am I giving to it? So it
Yep.
boils all the way
Uh-huh.
back around to how much time am I willing to put in myself? I ain't talking
Mm.
about to make me look fly. I ain't talking about so I
Yeah.
smell good,
There you
but
go.
as a person, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Because friendships and relationships are bigger than just how somebody looks to them, right?
Right.
Friends, hey, man, it ain't about your job, man. Hey, we friends. It's something
Yeah.
deeper. So, not to keep going on and on, bro, but it really just ties back into me being the best me,
Yep.
finding out me and dealing with my shortcomings, owning my flaws and my shortcomings,
Mm-hmm.
loving, not being judging,
Yep.
accepting, man, and
Mm-hmm.
the list goes on. Let me stop,
Yeah.
man, because
It
you know,
definitely does. But man, I'm gonna say something, man. Then I'm gonna knock your socks off, man. You can tell you can tell what's most important. You can tell which relationship is the most important. You want me to tell you how?
come on.
Because you'll know by the work that they put in. You can tell the relate, and I'm gonna say this. You can tell the relationship with your children by how you interact with them.
Mm,
You can tell that. You can tell the relationship with your wife, your husband, your significant other, with your siblings. You can tell because of the work that you can put in. So when people come around, they can tell which relationship you put the work in. So
yes,
let
sir.
me let me correlate this then. You can tell the relationship that Serena has with tennis because
Mm,
of what she did in tennis, the
yeah,
accomplishments she did in tennis, the time she done put forth, the rewards that she have received through tennis, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
trophies. That based on that, you can tell that she put a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrificing towards their relationship in tennis in order to get some. When the last time that you really sacrificed for their relationship that's important to you? When the last time you took out time for their relationship that's important to you? When the last time that you even considered the other person that is in their relationship that you're trying to work on to strengthen it? When the last time you talked to them and really asked them to see how you can make it work, how you can
Man,
make it better, how you can
right.
move forward? When the last time you done those things? Once you start to do those things and put in that work, their relationship can strengthen and can be better. Then that can be one of the most important relationships to you.
No
And
doubt.
if you and if you want to build that certain relationship with certain people, even if it's a business connection or because I think a lot of people put more towards their job than they do if, at their house or in a
Mm-hmm.
relationship with their spouse, because you're gonna be on time in that job. You're gonna make sure that you follow the rules. You're gonna make sure that you're doing that's everything to that job to make sure that it works. But when it comes to your relationship, I ain't gotta be on time for that. I ain't
Come
gotta do those
on.
things, because it's some leeway. You know why?
There.
Because their relationship is not that important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Their
Yep.
relationship, and let me give this example. Then, yeah, I'm gonna pass it to you.
Go ahead, Doc.
I'm gonna say this, man. I had a relationship with work better than I had with my family. I wasn't taking off time because I go to field trips with my children. No, I wasn't taking off time because my wife was talking about, well, let's do this, let's do this. I wasn't taking off no time for that. So guess what relationship suffered? The family. Guess what
That's right.
relationship flourished? The work. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but
Right.
guess what? You can be as happy as you want to be at work, but then guess what? You got to come home. That's where you sleep at.
You got to come home, Doc.
You got to come home. That's where you sleep at. That's where you eat at. That's where you're supposed to have your peace at. And so if you're
Right.
not putting your relationship into that family, into the area that you need your peace at,
Yeah.
everything else is gonna be bad anyway, man. So
Man.
yeah,
Hey,
I'll, I'll,
you
I'll
just
let you
hey.
get it.
Man, hey, that was good, man. You know, where we put that work in shows.
Yep.
Is that you know, you don't have to wait on somebody to tell you, you know I love you.
Mm,
You ever seen two people arguing, man, getting a big fight, and
yeah.
I love you. You said you love me. This ain't love.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
you know I love you.
what'd you
And
say?
and,
You know I do.
and these words get strong, and we crying and cussing with them and all of that, and they don't mean
Yeah.
nothing because the work is showing where you really invest in it, and that's in
Mm,
the drama, right? Because
there you
we
go.
we
Yep.
always fighting. Hey, we
Yep.
never getting along. There's no
Hmm.
work on that on myself. There's no, hey, sometimes it's all right to be wrong. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Sometimes it's all right to check yourself and see where, you know what, I was wrong. And apologize, not because you're under that person, but giving forgiveness can set us free in relationships. So
Yep.
where we put work in, that shows. We don't have
Hmm.
to worry about women don't have to worry about men running game, because a man that could tell you he love you, a woman knows, she would know love before she
Uh-huh.
could believe and trust a man saying, you know, I love
Mm.
you.
Yep.
Same for a man. Same
Hmm.
for a man. She could be beautiful. She know how to just, push them buttons for you
Yes, sir.
and telling you one thing, and you looking at the truth. You
Yes,
looking at
sir.
yourself. You're looking at
Yes,
yourself being
sir.
played.
Hmm.
Why?
Yep.
Because you holding on to them words that hocus pocus. The proof is in the pudding.
Yep.
Where it's evident at, somebody's putting work in. You see a apple tree that's good and fruitful.
Yep.
Hey, some work got put in.
Exactly. Yep.
So that's me, man.
Yeah, and man, and let me say this too, man. While you was talking, something came to me when you was like, you can see, you know, when that man loves that wife, you can see that
Mhm.
love, and when that wife loved that husband. And I'm gonna take it a step further. If that father loves that daughter, she don't have to be tricked and and somebody can say they love her because she know what true love is. She got it from her father.
Right.
That man, he don't have to be tricked by somebody saying that they love him because he got that love from his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And so those relationships with your children leaks over into their relationships with other people, that they
Right.
can really understand and know what it is to be loved. They can know what it is to be understood. They can know what a nurturing relationship is like because I saw my parents go through it. I saw my parents together.
Mm-hmm.
I saw my parents build. So they know what it looked like and they know what to look for and what not to look for. And guess what's going to become important to them? A healthy relationship.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
and
That's
and
right.
from you doing the right thing within your most important relationship,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to leak over into other areas, even other people watching you. And one thing that I had to learn was that it's people watching me that I don't even know. It's people
Mm.
listening to me that I don't even know. And it's some
Right.
people that's listening to me that know me that say they're not listening to me, but inspired by me. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They they
Right.
they are, and they look at you when they see you living. They be like, man, I don't see how Ei did this, how he went through this. He's still holding together. I don't see how Stan did this. He went through this and still holding together. And they'll be like, man, I ain't gonna lie. Last night, man, I heard Ei play. I want to play like that. I might not. I'm just saying. I'm for real, bro. You know I'm not lying. They might not say, hey man, I want to play the keys like that. I want to be able to hit those notes. They might not say it, but next time you hear them or you see him, you be like, that's a little of my, I hit that, I did that last time. you know, I hear something, I might be talking and I hear some of my lingo slip out. I'd be like, where you get that from? That's one of the Stan the Man specials. That's my lingo.
And the
That's
man special.
created. Yeah, that's something
Come
I
on.
created. And I hear
Hey,
you saying it,
we got
and I was like, okay, but that goes to show that work that you to put in inside yourself, that
yeah.
work you to put in your relationships. If that's a career, if that's with your wife, if that's a business, it'll show to other people and it'll make them want to improve their relationships and make something more important to them as well, you know. And so, hey man, it's getting so good, man. It's getting kind of warm in here, so I'm gonna let the windows
Hey,
down. Let
let
the
the windows
you know,
down.
let the windows down, man, and let the sunroof back, man. Get off the interstate and go around here to Ei's Corner, man.
Hey man, since y'all in town, y'all might well stop by here, man. Hey, thank y'all for joining
Yeah.
once again, stopping on the corner with your boy IG. Just a quick segment, man, where we just chew the fat, as the old folks used to say, man. Just something about
So,
nothing, light work. So
mhm,
let's get into it how we should, and that's always with salute and reverence and respect for the
mhm.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Black and yellow,
Oh
baby,
man,
all day.
I thought
Football
he
season
really
is
talking
here.
about something, man.
All of my RMT listeners that
So
are
what
Steeler
you
Nation,
predict y'all record gonna be, man?
man, I'm looking at I'm hoping for a 9-8 season, man. They about to cut his mic off. That laugh was disrespect to Steeler Nation, man. Somebody
Yeah,
cut this man mic
hey,
off.
hey, man.
Nah, 9-8 though. 9-8.
9-8, okay.
9-8. If I get that, I'm good. It's rough, but we're gonna get there. But that's not what we here for, y'all. We're gonna get to it.
Good 8-9, you know.
Man, no, 9-8.
You right. 7-10. You right. I got you. Go ahead, man. My bad, man. I'm over here in EI's corner. Let me get out of EI's corner. Go
Hey
ahead, man.
man, that's all right though. Steeler Nation hear you out there, man.
Yeah.
And they got my back, man. They got my back. But now, y'all, hey, just real quick in the news, man. I saw something Stan trip me out, man.
Go for it.
You know Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
Back in the day, Christopher Robin, Piglet.
Yeah.
Bro,
Tigger.
I just saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I just saw a trailer, right? You know, they made Tigger movies and Winnie the Pooh and cartoon remakes. But man, this is a horror movie, bro.
Oh yeah, I saw that, man. Winnie the Pooh. That's messed up, man.
Man,
Winnie the
come
Pooh
on, bro.
Since I know my 39 years I've been here, he been soft. Somehow. Soft teddy bear.
Man, that's like the Care Bears. If they turned the Care Bears into a horror, you'd be like, okay, yeah.
Exactly, man.
Come on.
Y'all go too far with the comedy.
Hey, and the crazy part is this ain't even comedy.
That's crazy, man.
That's what, you know, at first I was like, okay, they being funny, you know, do the little parody.
Oh, so it's actually a horror movie. It's not. Okay.
This is a horror movie.
That's crazy.
Killing, slicing blood.
Wow.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what you think about that, man. That threw me off.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for a younger generation that's not familiar with Winnie the Pooh like that. I say it might float over with them, but like for an older generation that have saw Winnie the Pooh over the years,
right?
It's like no, that's like seeing Big Bird, you know, or like I'm gonna age myself seeing Barney, or you know, seeing Bugs Bunny, seeing those characters that you used to seeing in a softer light, and seeing them do that. Like, come on now,
man, you can't. It just threw me off, man. You know, I'm not gonna be one to hate. You know what I mean? Hey, y'all.
Yeah, ain't no hate, but
ain't no hate.
We do have opinions, though.
Yeah, we can have an opinion.
Yeah, we can have an opinion, though. Yes, sir.
And it threw me off, man. Winnie the Pooh was a good guy, man. But anyway, man, a lot of stuff still going on, man. With football season starting.
Oh yeah,
we still, you know, I don't know how I like that Commanders name for a team either. You know, no hate on the fans. But I don't know. Commanders, I just felt like, you know, could have been a little bit more, man. But anyway.
More they could have been a little bit more creative, man. Than a Commanders, man.
Yeah, man. That sounds like an arena football league team. Or...
It sounds like, man, one of those games that you buy in the store and it just say football. It don't have NFL. It's not blitz. It just say football. Like back in the day, it just, you know, not even Tecmo Bowl, just football. That's all it say. And that's one of the teams. Man, I looked through all these teams, but the Commanders, they look like they're gonna be the
best. They don't sound like they fit, man. I'm just saying, man.
I agree with you on that, man.
Well, so, man, just in other quick news, man, we're just brushing through so I can get out of here, y'all. Hey, look, the versus thing going on, you know, that was good for the pandemic. Everybody doing that, right?
Right.
And, you know, it's going back and forth. We got good ones. I saw producers, you know, we see drama. We see people that really probably don't sound like we hear it on the album.
Right.
All that jazz, man. But Usher just said, hey, look. Hey, he just said, look, nobody messing with me. I'm the R&B king after all. Now, I got to get your reactions, man.
Oh man, he can say that because my boy KL's locked up. You can say that, man. You can say that because KL's locked up, man.
I feel like even though he's locked up, you really don't even need to. Well, I don't know. I can't say you don't need to, but R. Kelly, man, and we understand his.
Exactly.
We're not here doing that.
Yeah.
We're talking about strictly his art.
Exactly. Yep. Him as an artist. Yep.
Yeah. So let's clear that up for y'all.
Yeah. Because you have to separate the two. You gotta separate the art from the man, because there's a lot of good men out here that did a lot of great things, but they were just bad people, you know, and they did some bad stuff. But who are we to judge anyone? You know what I'm saying? Because that's why God has his grace, man. But As far as that R&B, man,
Yeah.
right now, I ain't gonna lie. I saw that the Usher, I saw the Tiny Table, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that Tiny Table, boy. Woo!
Tiny
Yeah,
Desk.
the NPR, he did the Tiny Table. Hey, he did his thing. I can't even lie, you know. But I haven't. I don't think he got a body of work that he can mess with Kales, because Kales, even if you just go off the songs he wrote, he couldn't mess with them. That ain't counting the songs he produced, just the songs he wrote. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Just the song he wrote, not anything he just produced. Look at all the songs he produced too.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
Not even getting in his catalog. Not even, that's not even including his music.
Hey, there's nobody. I feel like there's only one person I could kind of think about when I think about going back and forth with R. Kelly in the verses.
Who that?
And that's somebody like Michael Jackson.
He probably the only one.
Right, I'm just saying, and even that's
it's gonna just be on music though.
Right.
It's just strictly gonna be on music because Mike didn't write and produce a lot of music like R. Kelly did.
Yeah, see, and I got to look up the stats on Mike too, but we do know Kels was out here writing for everybody, writing for himself,
producing,
killing it. So, hey, no knock on Usher, because man, I feel like R&B. We sticking on R&B. I got Kel, and then probably had to be Usher, I guess, man. I don't know, but we ain't here for that, y'all. I just letting y'all know. Look, Usher said, man, ain't nobody doing the verses with me, man. I'm that guy. So shout out to Usher for that kind of confidence, man, going forth. So, man, that's all my quick talk on the corner today. You know, I know y'all was going somewhere. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, talk a little bit with y'all. So, man, y'all stop in next week with me again on the corner with your boy EIG. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, hey, man, we appreciate y'all for logging on, for listening to us. Take your time out and hit us up on Facebook, RMT Real Men Talk Podcast, Instagram, RMT Real Men Talk Podcast, and on YouTube as well, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Just give us some feedback on what you want to hear and what you want to see, man. We out. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Shoot.